Hey, I just want to get on here real quick and talk a little bit about gratitude in difficult times. What is that? How is that? Because I feel like there's an air uh, over all of this perpetuated by the dysfunction of the government that makes me wonder, is gratitude even possible? So we all kind of pretend, like we're not real or something. But how do we access gratitude in difficult times and not compare our suffering to someone else's suffering? Because maybe you've seen that meme. There's a few of them floating around where there's somebody with no legs and they're thinking about, oh, I wish I had legs. And then the guy with legs, he's thinking about, oh, I wish I had a car. And then the person with the car is, oh, I wish I had a airplane. And the person with the airplane is like, oh, I wish I like own multiple airplanes. So it's like, how do we access gratitude when everything is burning in flames and gone to shit without comparing, while also keeping in mind that our individual situation could always be worse? I think the answer to that question is multidimensional. I think it's a spiritual answer. I think it has to do with breath work, but also think it could be practical with just making a list of what you do have, what you are, and what you can control, you know? So, for example, I mean, because we are what we are, so we don't really know anything else. And so, when we do look at someone else's suffering, we actually don't know what that's about because we are what we are. So, if we write our list out, I am thankful for the time that I have, the choices that are in my reality, and the choices that I do have a chance to make. I mean, that's all we can really do. And if we write those things out, maybe it puts us in touch with the true nature of our individual reality. And it's hard when, you have people on TV or on the radio, or, people who we're told to care about, when they kind of demonstrate just a utter disregard for our life, which is, I mean, those are true kind of things that we're seeing. So how do we get back in touch with our reality? And I think grounding yourself in yourself and just writing out what you are and where you are and looking at that and finding that silver lining. And I know silver lining can make you a little bit nauseous. Like, there is no silver lining, you know? Like, this person's on drugs, this person has this mental illness, this money is due here, I don't have this to eat, I don't have a car, my public transportation. I know, silver lining. But I don't know if you've realized, but sometimes the deeper our pain, the more gratitude we're able to have. I don't know if you've experienced that, but people who've been through some things, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes the deeper the pain is, more opportunity for us to be grateful. And an exercise, just really quick, that I did at the beginning of this pandemic, a friend invited me to this 21-day like meditation challenge, is to write out situations that had been kind of disastrous or horrible in our life, and write about the lesson, and to find gratitude in the lesson of that occurrence. So this happened. Let's just put, some color to real life examples. This person died. This person did this to me. I lost this job. I lost this amount of money. I don't have this skill, blah, blah, blah. But I'm grateful because I learned this. I learned what I needed to do. I learned that hope could be accessed by going here, talking to this person. So, like I said, I think there's a practical aspect, but also a spiritual aspect. And I think times like this, it seems like every single day things get darker and more dysfunctional. And we just got to challenge ourselves to look for the beauty. Because yes, people are dying, but also people are coming into life for the first time. People are being birthed. Yes, there's fires and hurricanes, but there are parts of the world that are retaining their beauty. Like I was at in Sedona, and I've been traveling California just because we haven't been able to go internationally. But just seeing various parts of California, and it really makes you wonder, like, wow, not everything is going into flames and shit. But the thing is, we got to look for it, and we got to choose to look for it, and choose to be grateful. And I think it starts again. How do we do that practically? Is to make a list, and to maybe just start with your breath and your senses, and move out from there. So I don't know. This reaches whoever it needs to reach, but gratitude in difficult times. I think that is the core of all of this going on, and how to stay centered in your own reality, because we don't know anything else about anything else. I don't know what it's like to have to contemplate to sell this private jet or this private jet. That's not my reality. Mine is something different. So focus on what you know, who you are, and where you are. That's what I'm doing. So back to a regularly scheduled IG programming.